And when you saw him from afar, his appearance would strike you. And then when he came close to you, his beauty would overwhelm you in a way that you couldn't stare at him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Al-Bara radiallahu ta'ala anhu said, Wallahi, I went out one night and I saw the Prophet ﷺ in this red garment. And it was a red hulla from Yemen, his favorite garment to wear on occasions. And he said, I have never seen a sight more beautiful than the Prophet ﷺ on that night. Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhu said, when I saw the Prophet ﷺ, he was so perfectly set, it was as if he was molded in silver, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the most famous thing about the Prophet ﷺ was his smile. He always was smiling, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Subhanallah, in sadness and happiness, he always had a smile on his face, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Ka'b ibn Malik radiallahu ta'ala anhu said that إِذَا surra, when he was happy, then his face would become even more radiant, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And I want you to just capture this for a moment. How is it that the Prophet ﷺ smiled so much, yet he's also described as mutawasil al-ahzan, as always being in a state of grief, as da'im al-fikra, as always being in a place of deep thought. Laysa lahu raha, he never had a break, ﷺ. He always was carrying so much. And this goes to the khuluq, the character that Allah talks about in the Quran, that some people, you would think that they're aghniya, you would think that they have absolutely nothing going on because of the way that they carry themselves. But smiling is a sadaqah, it's a charity. And with the Prophet ﷺ, there was no man that smiled at his ummah more than the Prophet ﷺ. But at the same time, there was no man that wept for his ummah than the Prophet ﷺ. So during the day, in order to bring joy to the people, he smiled ﷺ at them, and that was from his generosity. And during the night, there was no man that would cry more than him ﷺ in front of his Lord, also to bring joy and happiness and relief to his